Hello and welcome to our AT Synoptic revision of the AQ 2016. So this is spreadsheet part, another video. Task 2.1, let's read it carefully. Download this file as instructed, save and rename files as instructed, upload the required files to the assessment platform within the time allowed. Make sure you have uploaded the correct files before deleting locally saved files. You must not use internet or access email unauthorized data. And this is the copyright of AAT, this question. 2.1, you are Sam Jones, a part qualified accounting technician. You work for BLM and Company Business, which manufactures and sells sinks. BLM and Company is owned and run by Brian and Lakmini Moray in partnership. You cover all aspects of bookkeeping and accounting for the business. Now the situation here, BLM and Company had originally budgeted to make and sell 5,000 sinks in the quarter 31st March. Due to the market campaign, however, it actually sold 6,000 sinks in the quarter. That means you had a heavy marketing campaign could be, and because of that, your sales going to go up and up by how much? 1,000. Yeah, let me show you. So it has gone up by 1,000 compared to the 5,000. It is basically 20%. 0.2 means 20% increase. That's what you need to show it. So you might be given with a budget. You need to flex the budget based on 20%. The original budget for the quarter 31st March 2018 is in the original budget worksheet of this spreadsheet. Let's check it out quickly a little bit. There's the BLM and Company original budget quarter. Revenue is given. This is my original budget, and material cost 1 to 3 categories there. Labor is given. Supervisor, then quality control. Variable costs are given. Fixed costs remain fixed, whether fixed budget, flexible, but whatever is the level of activity that's going to be fixed. Now that is your budget. The actual, it looks like the actual is here somewhere, isn't it? Yeah, actual information. Now, when you compare actual with the fixed budget, answer is no. You need to flex your budget based on the level of activity. Yeah, this budget was for 5,000, but the flexible budget, which should be for 6,000, because the actual is for 6,000. Then we're going to get a variance analysis. I can see there's a little bit of goal sick and screen print. We will be doing accordingly. Yeah, just bear with me, follow me carefully. Today's date is given. You must save this spreadsheet file from the assessment environment. Save the spreadsheet in the appropriate location and to rename, mostly desktop, rename it to your initial, yeah, and then dash surname, dash AAT number, dash date, and task number 2.1. We're doing now 2.1, then 2.2 is there as well. For example, is J. Donovan, and the number and the date and task, and at the end dot, even here at the end dot, XLS or XLSX format, Excel format we call it. So XLS format, you need to save it. Now let's get going with the tasks one by one, right? Okay, as I move on with the task, I'd like to make it fill with this green. Okay, as soon as I finish it, I'd like to fill it with this type of green. Open the worksheet called original budget. We have opened it. You know, it's good to have two screens. One screen, this question should be open, and another screen, these answers should be open. So that would be make your life easy better. But if it's not given, don't worry. You can flip and come back and keep doing the one I'm doing right now. Yeah. Okay, keep going. In cell D1, use a formula to calculate the percentage by which to flex the original budget in light of actual activity in quarter ended 31st March 2018. You know, if you go to original budget and D, what they said, D1, right? D1. So I'm going into my D, and this is 1, even they color-coded. So here I would like to, the percentage, how much it has increased by. On the calculator, I showed you it's 20% increased. Same thing I'm going to do. Yeah. Basically, I did 6,000 minus 5,000 divided by 5,000. Basically, 1,000 divided by 5,000. That's what I'm going to do here, but in an Excel format. Any formula or function you start in the Excel starts with an equals to, isn't it? Yeah, with an equals to. Now, I'd like to put 6,000 minus 5,000, which is basically your 1000. 1000 divided by the base. Base is my 5000. And if I hit enter, I get 0.2. And if I multiply by 100% or just show it as a percentage from here, I can click here, or I can click in this percentage. That gives me percentage. So that was my task. From A, task number 2 been done. Green, done. Format the cell percentage to 2 decimal places. Did I do it 2 decimal places? It looks like 2 decimal, but double check it from this point number, this arrow, little arrow. I clicked it. It's coming in. Okay, it's taking a little time. Yes, better. Yeah, it is percentage and it is 2 decimal places already. You can reduce the decimal here and up. It is 2 decimal places. And yes, the second one is done as well. So I can make it green. So next one. In column D, to create a flexed budget, insert formulas to flex the revenue and costs where necessary using absolute referencing. Now people, what do you mean by absolute referencing? Did you remember the dollar sign? Yeah, you lock the cell. That's what you're going to do using F4 of your keyboard, or just from the 4 of your keyboard, shift 4, you can put dollar, but just click on F4. That will be done automatically with the percentage in the cell D. In short, they're telling us to flex the budget in column D. This is my D, flex the budget. This budget, 800,000, was for 5,000 units, wasn't it? But this flex budget is going to be for 6,000 units. Let me show you on the calculator how do you do it. Basically, you do 800,000 times by 20% more on it. Yeah, so let me take my pen here. 800,000, but that should be 20% more. Times by 120%, or you can do times by 20, which is this 160 plus 800,000, isn't it? Plus. So 960,000 should have been here. Now, if you say, oh, I did it on my calculator, and let's put 960,000. No, my dear friend. Now, the figure might be correct, but there's no function, no formula. That's what not meant to do. You meant to find it using Excel functions and formulas. How do you do it? You do it on D here, equals to this multiply by 20%, and this 20% is applicable for all the figures. Is going to all the variable figures going to go up by 20%. So F4, I had enter. Can you see dollar sign, dollar sign? Yeah. So 20% plus again this one. Hit enter. That's my 960,000, right? That's super duper. And now that is applicable for all the variable costs as well, not the fixed. Admin and selling going to remain as it is. But let's drag it down all the way until this variable. Now that's so easy. Can you see until 66,000? All the formulas being applied like this. This multiplied by 20% plus this 60,000 gives you 72,000. It's just for an example, right? Now, because this fixed cost, both of these are fixed costs, we can write this figure straight, or you can refer equals to this, hit enter, and equals to 90,000, hit enter. And that is our answer so far. Let's check the question. Calculate in column D to create flexible budget, place the revenue cost where necessary using absolute referencing. We've done it. In column E, to update the actual results for the quarter, use copy and paste value. Do not paste link to copy the revenue and costs from the actual results cost sheet into the correct position. You know, that's going to be easy. This actual from revenue till fixed overhead, we're going to copy and paste from the actual results. So I'm selecting the ranges, Control C from my keyboard, and revenue to selling distribution cost here. So here is my revenue here. I clicked and Control V if I done it. Yeah, that is pasted. Now you can talk to yourself, oh, sales, I thought 960 going to be sold. I sold more. That's fantastic. 15,000 look like, but it's a favorable variance, right? And then costs, I thought 108 gonna cost me, it cost me less, again favorable. I thought this is gonna cost less. Oh, favorable, so many favorable. Is there an adverse? There is an adverse here. This one, I thought 80,000 gonna cost me, it cost me 85,000. Adverse, isn't it? But anyway, we have done this one. Copy pasting is done. Boom, boom. That's your 9 marks. 9 good marks. I'd like to, yeah, this one, right? 9 marks you got it. So far, whatever you have done, that's your 9 marks. Let's move to number B. In the original budget worksheet, calculate the operating profit figures for the original budget and flex budget and actual results. So, you know, this total profit for this, and profit for this. Let's do it. Equals to, you know, from the sales, we need to minus all these expenses, don't we? So, from the sales, it's the minus of your sum of the minus this bracket sum, double click all of a bracket close, hit enter. No worries, it's still gonna give you right answer. Do you need to lock any of the items here? No, actually there is no double, that's the reason, you know, there is I should have put another bracket at the end, but Excel has put automatically. That's great. We can drag it down until this to our desired answers, because the formula being applied there, and we still get a right answer, and that is calculate the operating profit figures, original budget, flex budget, and actual results, which we've done it. And let's make it green. Okay, in column F now, the variance column, I believe, calculate the variances between the flexed budget and the actual, showing adverse variances is negative. If it's the adverse, it should be minus negative figures, and favorable variance is a positive figure. So coming back here, a negative and positive figure, adverse and favorable variances. So on this here, variance, it's a positive variance, isn't it? Our sales are higher, equals to actual sales minus budgeted sales. Hit enter. It's 15,000, favorable. But next one is a cost, so and this is favorable as well. Budget minus, oh, I did equals to, no, minus actual, hit enter, and 3,000, favorable. Now we can drag it down all the way till here. You're gonna get all the favorable, everything is favorable apart from these two are adverse, which gonna make sense anyway. Then variance equals to, it's a positive variance, actual minus this budgeted, hit enter, you have a positive variance profit. I think we have done this one. We can make it green. Now insert a formula in cell C F16, operating profit variance, to total the cells. We've done it. So our 9 more marks into the pocket. You should be happy by this time. In the original budget worksheet number C, insert an if statement in cell F18. Now what is the F18? This is 18 here and this is F there. So this is my F18. They said if function, you got to put a that will show agreed if the figure for the operating profit variance is the same as the difference between the column totals for the flexed budget and the actual results, and check if they do not. Let's put a F15 here, equals to if function. As soon as I write if, I can double click here. If, you know, if this minus that, bracket comma closed, if this minus that equals to 16,200, you're gonna say comma, inverted comma, agreed, inverted comma close, then comma, inverted comma, C-H-E-C-K, inverted comma close, bracket close. There should be another bracket at the beginning of this if here. Yeah, now can you see the whole range being selected? And that is the logical syntax. I can click here, I can hit enter. It says agreed. It says agreed. So if this minus that equals to that, it's going to agree. If it is not, it ain't going to agree. Let's change this figure to anything else. 70,000 I'm going to do, or 7,000. Hit enter. It is saying check it. It's not correct. I'm doing Control Z. It is agreed. And that is done here. Green I'm doing. That is done. Yeah. Now freeze the worksheet so that the ranges A1 till B16 always remain visible during scrolling. Let me take you here. Original budget. I'd like to. They said until 16, isn't it? A1 till B16. So I can click on this 17. Go to the view. Can you see here freeze pan? Freeze pans. Click on it. Freeze pan. I hit freeze pan. Now, can you see an underline underneath here? That means if you keep going bottom, 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 the whole items are freezed. The whole items are freezed. You can see it even if you want to go many row bottom. All the items are freezed. That's how you can do freeze pan. You can always unfreeze here, and if you go bottom, these things will not be visible. The rows are not freezed. You can always freeze the column top row. Only the top row is being freezed. Can you see this one? Yeah, being freezed, and unfreeze again, which I've covered in our main lectures, and freeze the first column. So if I go on the right hand side, the first column is being freezed. That is your freeze column or freeze pan. I'd like to freeze until this. So I click on freeze, at first unfreeze, then freeze. So this is freezed until this. You see? That is your freeze pan, and we have done it. 4 marks. Let me make it green and my 4 marks into the pocket. I am so happy. That's great. Moving to another part. Let's read it. Brian and Lakmani have been told by the bank that their target profit for the next quarter is 95,000. Target profit, isn't it? They want to reach a goal here, something like that. Brian wants to know by how much the cost of direct material 3, you know, needs to be reduced in order to meet that target profit. Now, what they want is direct material 3. Direct material 3 is this, 164,700. They want to reduce it, and they want to increase the profit from 89,800 to 95,000. So that is your target profit, or that is your target, that is your goal. What is the question? To be able to answer Brian's question, you will need to use the goal-seek function from the data, basically you're going to use. But you must capture the evidence of this in the worksheet called screen print before accepting. Look at this. Before accepting the goal-seek answer. Okay, we're going to do it from the screen print of your keyboard. Copy all the data in the original budget worksheet and paste it into the goal-seek worksheet starting from cell. So we're going to copy all of it from this till this. No, little bit here until agreed. Control C, I done it. I'm going into the goal-seek, and already A1 is there. Control V, I done it. So yes, that is goal-seek. Just making it. That's too big, by the way. I think this is better. Let's see. It looks like this. Goal-seek. Yeah, it's better. Yeah. That is being copied. It's not a best link, it's just control. Let me do Control Z again, and Z, and Z, and Z. Come on. It's gone, yeah. So what did I do basically? Control C I done it, and here from right button, from paste P. That's it. Paste. It's being pasted, yeah. The goal-seek. That's great. That's alright. I can double click here. I can put escape to escape it. That is done. In the goal-seek worksheet, use the goal-seek function to investigate what change in the actual direct material 3 cost figure, cell E8, would be required to generate an actual operating profit 95,000 in cell E16. So let's go to here, goal-seek. I'd like to go to data from what if analysis, goal-seek. Now the set cell, I want to set this cell, isn't it? I want the value 95,000, yeah? And which cell I would like to change? The material 3. Material 3 is E8. So clicking here, E8. And I'd like to take a screenshot of it. Yep. Screen print, I've taken it. Hit OK. And it's been changed. OK. Go to the screen print. Control V, I've done it. It is being taken. You can, if you want to, you can format it to crop it. If you want not to, you can leave it. That's not a problem. Okay, so yep, let's go to goal-seek. Yeah, look at this. This is changed to 95,000 from 89,800 to 95,000, and the cost has been reduced. Let me show you the original budget. Cost was 164,700, and then you reduced it then you can achieve that goal. And that's been done here using the goal-seek. When the completed goal-seek dialog box is showing, but before you click OK, use the screen print. I have done it. In the screen print worksheet, paste it. I have done it. What else? At the end of this task, you should have the one spreadsheet saved this. You know, at the beginning, XLS format with your name, like this, surname dash initial dash surname, AT number, date, and task, then .xls. You do save it, and that's all, people. We have gathered our 3 more marks. That's all from here. Let's check out another quick video on the another question, which is task 2.2. Till then, goodbye.